Hi, my name is Omar, and today I'll be talking about a sport that is called shooting. Specifically, this sport is located in Al Fursan Club in Khalifa City in the United Arab Emirates. I have visited this facility myself, and I gotta say, the facility is really great when it comes to customer service. I was led to the shooting area really smoothly. I didn't have to get lost, the signs were very clear. Now, why did I choose shooting? I chose shooting because in my Arabian culture, shooting is one of the things you have to learn. Because, like our Prophet, peace be upon him, he said you have to go horse riding and you have to go shooting as one of the things a man should do in an Arabian country. So, how did shooting evolve? In the past, shooting was for hunting, specifically for gathering resources so that you can survive the night. You have to shoot some rabbits, shoot some ducks, and whatever you can shoot in order to make it into food so you can survive for the next day or go fishing or whatnot. But nowadays, shooting has become a sort of leisure where you just shoot for fun. And you don't have to protect yourself or anything, because there are some facilities where it is designed for you to go shoot targets, moving targets made of wood, paper, or iron, whatever you want to choose, and it's all adjustable. So you can see the difference in the early 20th century that shooting was mandatory in order for surviving, but today shooting has become one of the things where it is a weapon to kill another person or just practice for fun. Next, I'll be talking about what the genders, nationalities, and cultures that have shooting in them. Well, as I just said before, Arabia in general, we believe shooting is one of the cultural things someone should learn, and we should go hunting every now and then for as a family bonding sport. But as you know, the sport is for males only, and when it comes to gender, you would find some females who would go shooting, but it's really uncommon to find any female in the Arabian culture. And the age that you need to be in order to have a firearm or obtain a firearm is 21, and you need license in order to do so. But in Al Fursan, I did not need any license because it was a controlled environment where you have the ability to experience the firearm experiences, where you have to shoot some targets and use the guns while being protected and isolated in an area where nothing can really go wrong and there is safety all around. Now, what is the role of the sports when it comes to health? Well, when you shoot a gun, you really don't run or make any kind of movements that would develop any muscles in your body. But what the health aspect of this is all about therapeutical health. Maybe sometimes you have a stress in your body and you have a stress in your mind, and you just want to release the stress in some way. And the answer to that is to have to go to a shooting range and shoot some bullets at targets to relieve yourself of the stress that you have contained within yourself. So when it comes to health, it's all therapeutic and just a way to relieve anger and stress. And lastly, I'll be talking about today's society, the contemporary most modern society. Today, shooting is being banned slowly, like in the state of Texas and the United States. They're slowly banning firearms because it has been proven that people are misusing firearms, and this shooting has been identified as a technique for doing harm to other people. So it's really not something you want to be doing nowadays, which is shoot people all around. And for some reason, it's been known to people that guns are a way of harm. So now, guns, firearms, and the activity of shooting is branded as something only a person who works in the force or needs to use guns should learn, and no one else, because it is a dangerous thing to do. Now, finally, what did I do? What happened to me while learning this topic? Well, I developed self-management techniques where I became independent because for the first time in my life, I had to do some extensive research about a specific topic, which is shooting. And I have learned some things that I have never known before. Like, I've always thought that using a gun, you have to be 18 years old to use a gun. But now, turns out it's actually 21, and it makes a lot of sense because you need to be very grown in the mind in order to use something so dangerous. And this is something that a person should consider. You have to be grown and have enough knowledge where you know the consequences to something you're using right now. And this independent learning helped me realize that shooting is not a mere sport, but it is something where a person should consider the consequences before doing this sport and the reasons why they are doing this. Now I'll be moving this topic to my partner, Saeed Alshamsi, who will be talking about his sport that he's been researching in Al-Farsan.
Hi, my name is Saeed Alshamsi, and today I'll be speaking about a very interesting sport. The footage you are watching right now was taken by one of my friends in Al-Farsan club the other day. This sport is very interesting because of its content. This sport has gained popularity in the last few decades. This game was developed in the late 1980s, in which there are two teams that has to eliminate each other by hitting them with small breakable dye-filled bullets projected by a carbon dioxide or compressed air chamber within a paintball gun that is also known as the paintball maker. There are many different games that can be played within this sport. Such can be with different purposes and different objectives to increase the experience of the players. This paintball technology has gained popularity ever since it was created. The primary users of this technology are the armed forces as well as the law enforcements. For training purposes, this technology is also accessible by the general public aged more than 16 years old for both males and females. Paintballs is an action strategy game where it teaches you how to react within certain situations as well as it pushes your physical powers to the limit. Paintballs is no longer a simple game, and it has advanced and became a very important sport worldwide, with annual tournaments held by different countries all around the world. I have played this game for 4 years, and it had taught me a lot and helped me with my physical strength. And so I became very interested with this sport and started researching about the different purposes that this sport can be used. Well, not actually this sport, but this technology. Such example can be stopping riots from spreading around, as this technology uses a non-lethal bullet. A study was made and they found out that this technique is actually very effective against riots, which it has decreased the number of riots all around the world.